Happy blood moon. Reserve. Totally not planned. So, just like as the title says, whatever comes out. Whatever she has to say, she'll just say it and not give no rats or tushies. So we'll see how this will be this night. Hello, Shadow Bird. You did a ritual? Did you enjoy it? I hope you did, because if you didn't, you did. Mm-hmm. There's one. Give me just a second. There's one. What were we trying to banish? And also, tell your mind, your thoughts. Just tell them, look, hold on, you guys. Stop. Shh. Stop. Shh. Stop. Oh, like who? And Fallen Star. The new PFP. What are you implying? I'm kind of new here with that. Some creepy, like what? Oh, don't tell me it was Yahweh. Please don't tell me it was him. Because believe me, I know how crazy he can get. Like crazy. Like, please, love, will you please be my queen? Please, I'm all alone. I need a guy. I need a queen. I need love. If you're new here, yeah, I kind of told him, aw, maybe, and no. Away with you. Pitiful thing. Banishing a witch? A negative hag like a liar? Like a bait? Why be scared of something like that? Oh, okay. Has she, or actually here, has it been kind of like trying really hard to try to just like be in your presence too much? Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, I got it. It took me a second. Like PFP, what does that mean? Oh, at least now I know what that means. So, a fiendish entity that looks like an old decrepit hag, haggling hag. Okay. And like, what is it like? What was it doing? Was it just trying to mess with you, trying to just negatively affect you, just be obnoxious? Like what? Like trying so hard to be like, hey, look at me, I'm over here. Kind of like that. Because if it's doing something like that, I mean,
I mean, here's another approach to look at it. Oh, you're so adorable, little one. Go back to the nursing home. They're kind of concerned that you got out again. No, they're really looking for you, hon. Go, go. No, no, no. Oh, you have to. Oh, I forgot. You have to mention here. Come on, Haggy. Come on, let's go. No, no, no. Let's get you back home. What? Come on. Literally, like actually, because the minute that you actually respond to something in a way that is like really, and also making a joke out of it and mocking it, like, and also in a way kind of also making you laugh, makes it become so much weaker, and you're kind of indirectly just going, "Aw," metaphorically, like backhanding it, like, "Oh, you poor thing. Here, do you need help getting back home? Here, I'll even make sure you get your meds taken." Crazy one, as an example. Because the thing is, nothing. Hello, Michael. Nothing can affect you unless if you allow it to. If you have a being that comes off and it makes itself known as like an old hag, well, use that against them. Use that as ammunition to think, okay, looks like an old hag. So what am I going to do to fix this? Well, number one, oh, did you happen to get lost? Well, you're kind of not in the the petrified, decaying black forest. Are you? Do you need help finding your way back? Or here's a good one. Oh gosh, don't tell me you're one of those hags from Skyrim that are trying to become a an old decrepit harpy pigeon woman. Please don't tell me you're one of those hag ravens. Please no. They should have named those things, abominate mistakes. Please don't tell me you came from Skyrim. Please no. It was cute at first, but please no. Just as an example, when you take something and you pretty much you just turn around and not even like responding it to it that way. Exactly. Well, because now you see, because now how you're like how when I'm just giving that to you and how you're taking it now, it's just like oh yeah, hag raven, right? Because now with that, hello space candy. Are you the thing I had to kill for this ring to put a ring on it? Because trust me, you can keep the ring. I'm sorry, I thought you were somebody else. This wasn't mentioned in the Beyonce song. Like if you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, you should have killed a hag raven. You had to, as long as you were choosing to do it because you wanted to. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, Kayla. Well, the thing is, um, Shadow. One of the easiest and best things to do is to just realize, oh wait a minute, this being, this eyes, and everything that is me, my awareness, my thoughts, my decision, my eyes, and just everything that makes me exist, and especially the awareness. Well, since this all of this belongs to me, and I can decide how my life plays out, I'll decide what happens to me and what affects me and what doesn't. Okay, so since I'm the one that makes the final decision, so this haggity hag thing. Here, let me get you a wheelchair. Here, nope, sit. Come on, let's reel you back to the home. Come on, stupid. Yeah, just like that. Or even better yet, just like how in that what was that cartoon, that Japanese cartoon called the one where it has a little girl and she's like wheelchairing this other lady that's in a wheelchair, goes to the edge of the cliff and just goes, "Oops!" I thought I put on the brake down the cliff. Oh well, ring out. But in all seriousness, Sometimes when you are faced with an entity like that, there's nothing in the rulebook that says you can't make them the roast subject of the night. In fact, it's kind of encouraged. Or even heck. Oh, Yzma, how'd you get here? Well, it is true. You are living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the earth. Oh, just them. Well, we're here, Shadow. Here's a good way to actually fix that. When you have self doubt, look, put it this way. Well, since I have the final say, and I say whatever I think, therefore I am, and whatever I say is to be done. And that's it. No ifs, ands, buts, or tushies, and no thoughts. You can't have your thought. You can't have your input because no, don't want it. My words law, that's it. Deal with it. Don't like it. Oh, woe is you. Deal with it. Aw. That's not how you want it to happen? Well, that's cute, but this is how you want it, not anything or anyone else. Even the thoughts, too. Probably the best one is like having a thought that's like, oh, you're going to fail at that. Oh, I'm going to fail at that, huh? Well, what about you? Well, why don't you try doing it, huh? Because the thing is, last time I checked, I'm actually able to, attempt it, and you don't even have a body to attempt it. So what's your point? Awkward silence. Precisely. I mean, heck, if thoughts are like really this powerful, how come they can't ever do anything to prove to you that you can do it and actually show you that you can do it on a 3D level? Oh, wait, they can't. So really, they can't really do much unless if you succumb to what they say. Sure, though. Well, they do say that it's my moon. And just remember, because most of the time, whenever I'm having these Lilithian messages, most of the time she's the one speaking instead of me. Just that way you know. Mm, need some more iron in it. Has a bit of a banana scent to it. What makes you emotional in the best way? What does? Well, oh, good. Wow. With space candy, I mean, there's nothing in the workbook that you can, you just, address the clouds and be like, hey, fluffy tushy, or better yet, hey, you down in front. Yeah, you, the big fluffy, fat ass. Move it. Get out of the way. Do you mind? No, we're gonna have to move on, because trust me, I'm tired of looking at your fluffy ass. Move. Or puffy ass. Get out of the way. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want Adams, because, I mean, I, made him stop moving, and I mean, I do have his bones, but if you don't want them, okay. But, Mmm. What flavor is it? Oh, this is so bad. What flavor is it? Well, it happens to be the flavor of Adam's woes, with a dash of, wait a minute. What did I put on that coffee mug? Oh yeah, Yahweh's what's that called? Shameface. There we go. Two ingredients of Adam's woes and Yahweh's shamefaces. Oops. Oh well. Hmm. We're in the way, but just out of curiosity, like when I was telling him, okay, fat puffy clouds, move your tushies now out of the way. No, 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 no. It's scooch down in front. Trust me. Of all the times where you happen to put your tush in front of something, why does it have to be now? Why can't you guys just, smother each other with your own fluffy tushies instead? Wow, I didn't know donkeys, you know, I didn't know donkeys flew in the sky like that, and they were that, puffy and fluffy. Hmm. 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 Let's see. Oh, here's a funny. Let me see if I can get into it. There we go. No. Turn that. Mm. Trust me, dear, you're not the first. But hey, you know what? At least you know, unlike Yahweh, at least you know how to put your focus to other sectors instead of him. My gosh. Will you please be my queen? No. For one, that that long, crusty, tangled, mangled rat on your face, you're gonna have to get rid of that, hun. That's number one. Two, shut up. Three, sorry, you're expired, dude. Oh, adorable. Let's just say those that are of me, they stick together. Besides, look at this. Look at this funny. You probably won't be able to see it because the brightness is way too much. There we go. See that? Yeah, that's the moon. Huh, that's strange. It's like the moon is trying to be Venus. Oh well, it happens. And what's even more fascinating is this. Do you happen to see here? I'll try and hone in on it. I might have to do this. So hold that note while I help point it out on this thing. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doo. You don't have to be banging the stuff that loud, dude. Come on now. If that's the case, then please leave the kitchen. Honey bear, come on. There you go. Yeah, like we're totally gonna be able to see that. Come on, dude. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, there we go. Much better. Well, I mean, let's just say you know where I'm placed in your chart, Lisa. Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like I get to have revenge on, some, two-time an idiot who thinks he's slick. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, dude, that's not going to work for you in this life. So, oops. Oh, well, it happens. $6 minutes late for what? 6 minutes late for what? Oh, here. If you happen to look where that badly C thing is, like right here, you can actually kind of see a woman's face going that way. There to go, much better. Nah, I mean, the thing is, really, to be honest, timing does not have to be pinpoint on the D. I mean, T. Oops, oh well, that one slipped. It happens. As long as it's there and you are being all, that's how it's going to work. It's going to do that. I didn't say talk back. It's going to be like that. You don't like it? Oops, my fingers slipped. Oh well. Oh, well, if I wanted to, well, now there you go. There's your one of your placements that may be a potential check mark of approval. Oh, don't worry, dear. You're doing fine. Just please stop with that stupid doubting thing. You don't need that. Trust me. Trust me. That's like what that doubting twat did, or doubting hummus, or whatever his name was. Yeah. If anything, if you're gonna doubt something, doubt that anything you do isn't gonna work. Just say like me not being successful. Yeah, right. I'm gonna be successful. I doubt I'm gonna fail. No, because if you have to have a doubt, be a doubt of something of you going in the wrong direction or going downward instead of upward. And also, I mean, I don't know if you happen to saw. I don't know if any of you have seen my Instagram, but I did my first ever. Probably it's not going to work because that has to be turned off yet again. Oh, yeah. I did my first ever digital artwork. It took me about close to almost 6 months to do, and I only used GIMP or GIMP. It's that program that has like a animal, like a cat thing, and it has a paintbrush in its mouth. Yeah, well, there it is. It is called Emergence of the Shadowed Mistress. And yes, this is a dedicated piece for Lilith. About 6 months to do that. And I'm already making my next one, and it's in the works. Who is it? Well, to best put it, it is another dark goddess. It is one who is blind, and she has kept her promise into tucking every human being to bed every night for as long as humans existed. Well, the thing is, one of the candles just decided to be like, okay, well, really, to sell incense, I mean, I just need to know where to get material from, because Teespring and Redbubble or whatever the heck those things were called, they don't carry that kind of stuff. Especially also, I'm not going to do anything like Shopify. Kind of, no, I don't believe that one. Same with anything which is like drop shipping. No. Because why do I have to spend money to have something and to begin selling something if it's crap? Why should I have to pay a lot of money for something just bleh? But when Spring decides, for them to be using their heads and think, maybe now we should just drop the idea for the plushies. Like having like stuffed, kind of like stuffed animals or little doll things. Because, I just know which ones will be being made. One that's a bat, one that's an owl, one that's a snake, one that's a black cat, one that's a black wolf, one that's a vulture, one that's an ostrich. What else do we have? A lioness, a black lioness. And just because, why not? Yes. I just had another one. Well, there was another. Oh, and just for giggles, a plushie of Adam's head. Oops. Oh well. Hey, so you guys would like to play hacky sack? Well, look, here's your new hacky sack, Adam's head. Kick his head around a little bit. It's like pinball, but for the Adam's head instead. So anybody want to kick around Adam's head? Anyone? I guess. Oh, look at that. Adam became, the guy's a sack kicker. Have to do, what, that ritual every full moon? Because if you don't, why? What'll happen if you don't do it? Let me guess. The old hag is going to get, is going to be lost and, wandering out of the nursing home again, and she's going to find you, and she's going to be like, oh, I remember you, I think. I don't know, I have to mention I'm lost. I know, it's quite the hoot, isn't it? I couldn't resist. But if you don't do the ritual, Shadow, what is that? Is that what's that word? Um, that that hag in extreme psychosis, is she just gonna somehow magically find her way back to you and just be all like, "Hey, you thing, look at me"? Which if it comes back again, I'd say, it'd be a real shame, hon, if you made the wrong step and all of a sudden, oops, you broke your hip. Oh, what a shame. Oh well. That's what happens when you just leave the nursing home and you go wandering off. You fall and break your hip. Go. No, I'm not going to help you up. It's like you're stuck. Or even better yet. Oh, that's just mean. Are you familiar with the Proud Family? I really hope you are, because if you are, then you probably will get this reference. Get yourself a megaphone and just be all, hey, does anybody does anybody is anybody losing their sugar mama? Because I found her over here and she has a broken hip. Has anybody lost their sugar mama? Anyone? Because there's one right here and I think she's lost. Please, somebody claim the sugar mama before we might have to find a way to take her back to the home, and I don't want to carry her. And she's kind of obsessed with me. Help. I'm just grabbing a piece of paper, so And I know it's hysterical, but the thing is, to be honest, anything that's a spirit, anything that's even a god, regardless of what it is on the astral plane or whatnot, you and it are an equal. If something is tormenting you, you can tell it, really, hun? Don't you have anything better to do besides, try so hard to make me get upset? It's kind of like you're obsessed with me. If that's the case here, honey, let me grab you a piece of paper real quick and let me just sign it for you real fast. There we go. I hope you don't mind it be something like a Kleenex, but it's the best I got, the only thing I've got. So, what's your name? Oh, no, actually, never mind. I don't care what your name is. I'll just put my signature on this thing. So, and there. And then you can just be all like, okay, since you're my new biggest fan here, I'll even try and make my best to make it perfect. And here you go, love. And just be all like, here, okay, here. Now you can keep me in your pocket wherever you go, and I'll always, unfortunately, be with you. Now go away. There's an autograph. Make use of it. Mock it like that. Because the thing is, you can address it as if it's a person and treat it as if it's a person. If something comes into your home and it's throwing a hissy fit, well, if a random person came in and started hissy fitting, I would think and I would hope you would be all, what are you doing in my home? And are you okay? Or are you just intentionally acting stupid and wanting to get hit upside the head with a blunt object? Because if that's the case, hold still. It's the same thing with a spirit, but the only thing that's just different is just the physical body's not there. An entity comes in out of nowhere and, is causing a hissy fit. Nothing stopping you from, calling it out and being like, Cupcake, I didn't say you can come in here, so could you, go outside and try again? No? Oh, that's the wrong answer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. And I mean, don't be afraid to get feisty with it. Well, they say with the blue heart, well, blue indicates, what does that mean? It's rejuvenation, it's healing, and since it's the heart center, it kind of shows that, like the healing of emotions regarding the heart, and also feelings of self worth get healed. Men are just so dim-witted creatures. You know what they say about having one of those things? Don't. I mean, well, I'll take that back. Yeah, some are okay, some are not. Just some are just like, oh God, why did you have to come back in life, Adam? Why'd you have to reincarnate again? I have to, put you out of misery again. Great, not again. Oh, great. Here comes the squeak toy. But even, I mean, heck, Are you to keep squeaking it? Please don't. Oh, here's a funny. You gotta find your car. Find your car. Did you happen to have one of those lovely drink things or whatever? There's nothing wrong with being intoxicated. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with it. Believe me. 100%. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, you didn't hear this from me, but you know what they say, when you're intoxicated, you kind of get into a state where you may actually see the highest form of divinity. Oh, did I say that? I forgot. Can I kick her ass with the ritual? Oh, actually, better yet. To make it even better, have the ritual just up like as a backup plan and just have it as an option. And if it comes around again, just try, just try the method that I gave you. It'll be much more simpler. The only thing that you have to do is just understand, wait a minute, okay, like what was said, okay, I'm in control, I decide, and if this thing's going to mess with me, I'm going to tell it, no, honey. Oops, I knocked your cane and you fell. Oh, I'm sorry, my foot slipped. Ouch. No, I'm sorry, not really. So, which home do you belong to? So that way I can call them so they can come get you. Because no, I'm not going to pick you up. I'll call them, and as soon as I'm done calling them, I'm going to walk away. or even better yet. Oh, this is just so mean. Oh, there you are. You know what? Now I can actually understand why you died. You were kind of an old decrepit hag, and that's how you died. I can see why. Yeah. No wonder your husband, ran away from you. Even, when you're both are dead, he still runs far away. Well, if you cleaned that, that hole under your nose and got rid of those rabbit teeth, maybe that might have helped. Besides, that hair, nobody wants to have cobwebs for hair. Besides, you got something hanging in your nose. Come on, girl. Take care of yourself. Oops. And besides, also make it known, because however you carry yourself when you're going up against a spirit or an entity, how you carry yourself and how you respond and how you go about those situations, the whole spirit side takes note. So if it's known that from the spiritual side, that don't mess with her, because she will literally make you a joke. A lot of less things will mess with you, or even attempt to, because the last thing they want to be is made to be all like, oh, so you're tonight's roasting target. Here, have a seat, and just to make sure you don't get away, here, let me chain you up. Oh, and no, so no. You have to sit still. You sit still, or you can shot. Metaphorically speaking. And that goes for anything. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, don't have to be impressed because this is see. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, because instead of I wouldn't say impressed because I'm always like this. Keep it as effortlessly and simple. Good, and you always could. You've always could have done it. You just had to have the thoughts and the doubts in your being. Just telling them, "Okay, guys, it's been a nice ride, but you're gonna have to get off here because you guys weigh way too much. Like seriously, you guys are like almost a ton. You both are gonna have to get off here. But it's in the middle of nowhere. Deal with it, then." Oh, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh dear. That tragedy. A 3-year-old girl died after being suffocated by family members during an exorcism. Victim died from suffocation. Grandfather, uncle, and mother have been charged. Court documents said family held her down and tried to force her vomit in a 12-hour deal. Actually, the plant, well, altogether, it all depends on the individual. Because the thing is, depending on you, you being intoxicated by something like that, it can either help or make it more difficult. For an example, turn that off. Say if you're wanting to if you're not able to have your thoughts stop and slow down and be able to get to a Zen state, that will actually help you a lot. and in fact other intoxicants. Again, depending on the person, and even also the idea of riding the broomstick, if you know what I mean, and what was used to put onto the broomstick. hmm Those things, those special kind of plants, the fun guys. It was funny. Go laugh at it. They actually help be able to give you the awareness or intoxicate you into a state of being able to witness. I see, and even some things that man has like, oh, that's bad, that's illegal, you shouldn't have that. Pansies. And besides, if you want to have at least a good one that is kind of legal, there's one. I need another one. Hold on. Hold on. Let me play Dig Dug. Let me have a lucky look. Not that one. No, definitely not. There we go. You could have something like jasmine, lavender, warm, warm root, something like that. Um, Oak moss. Yep, that's it, Kayla. I just didn't want to say it because I don't want you to be like, oh, you're talking about something that is bad. It's against the terms of services. Oh, woe is you, noob. Oh, it's offensive? Good. That means I keep saying it then. Don't tell me your weaknesses now. But anyway, some plant ideas that you can actually use to help you get to that state are jasmine. Another one, well, this one, if you can get it as an oil, well, you're lucky. But blue lotus is one. Or heck, what you can do, just go online, get some dried blue lotus flowers, get yourself a non-scented carrier oil of any kind that's not scented, and then just, get like a little pot thing, fill it up with some of the oil, take a good handful of the blue lotus flowers, plop them in there, turn up the heat a little bit, not too much, and then just get a spoon or stirring apparatus, stick it in there, just spin it around like every 5 minutes, or actually every minute. Then just keep mixing it around, and after say about 10 spins or twists or whatever the heck, pretty much get like a strainer, strain out the lotus flowers, and then with the oil, have it underneath the container or like a jar that you can contain it in. And whenever you feel like just going into a new stage, just open it up, put a little bit there, there. That's one way. And also another one of my absolute favorites. But be careful if you're expecting a child, best not to inhale this one. To me, it smells like iced tea, and I loved iced tea. Well, okay, fine, a Long Island, so what? Clary sage. And if you were to, like, say, mix clary sage with blue lotus and jasmine and lavender or violet. Violet would be a good one. Or where's that other? Oh, right in front of my face. Or even gardenia, which is also part of the coffee family. So not only will you be getting to a more, intoxicated state, you also have your caffeine fix too. Stop looking at me like that. Don't be hating. Well, what would you do if you had gardenia oil? The same thing? I thought so. And even also, like with your intent, you can even also, address your intent and actually command it and actually, keep it in check and be all like, well, So, my focus. Don't make me ask again. So, intent. I really hope you were paying attention because, I'm not going to say it again. Hope you were paying attention. If not, oh, you're going to wish you did. Because as pretty much as he likes to call it, the art of bamboozling, which is really just using the alchemical process, all that you can address and acknowledge and you can, become aware of, all that exists, you can target. And if you can target, you can influence it. But will you be able to influence it? I don't know. That depends on you, hon. So you can even, target, influence your intention. And make sure it stays on the right track. Because if it don't, well, a good little motivating tap to the tush will give it a good, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. I got distracted by stupidity. Good answer. Don't do it again. Just as an example. And yes, I'm stood here. I'm just doing something real quick. Oh. Where? One there. One there. And the one where? Oh yeah, back to this story. The 3-year-old girl. Oh dear. 3-year-old girl was killed while her family performed an exorcism to cast out an evil spirit. Hmm. This is not going to be good for them. But anyway. 3-year-old girl died because to cast out an evil spirit. Which part would be interesting? Like, taking a part of yourself and commanding it. You need an exorcism? Says who? Because here's the thing. Here's a thought. Who, other than you, has the right, or heck, knows what's best and what you need, except you? Because they're not you. If they're not you, they don't know you at all. Some people be like, I know you like the back of my hand. Do you have my mind? No, you don't, hon. Trust me. If you had my mind, you would. But you don't. Only you know what's best for you. You know what you want. You know what you need. Some people can think, and some people maybe get lucky and guess right. But all the time, no. Poor shame. Oops. Blew that one wide open. See here. Yeah. Victim died from suffocation at a church. Grandfather, uncle, and mother held down and tried to force vomit by sticking their fingers and hands down her throat. That lasted 12 hours. 12 hours of that? No, that's no. But here's the thing. Doing that to a child, taking your fingers in your hands and trying to force it down there? Listen. No, hon, that's not exorcism. In fact, that's not how exorcism is done. Trust me, hon. Not even close. Besides, child abuse and actually, really, to be honest, I think that's considered first-degree murder because if you're going to be doing an exorcism, you have to plan it. Premeditated, first degree. Execute them all. Oh, oops. Don't care. Child lost consciousness and suffered injuries around eyes, face, neck, and chest. Medical examiner ruled death homicide from asphyxiation. Grandfather, uncle. The grandfather, uncle. Wait. Yeah. Grandfather, uncle were arrested this week on charges of child abuse. But the thing is also be child abuse and first degree murder. Yeah, first degree murder. Yeah. Mother was charged with child abuse that resulted in daughter's death, what should also be considered the same charge because murder is murder. And also an accomplice to it, guilty by association. I think that's at least how man's law says it. When interviewed, Hernandez said that she believed the victim was possessed. The victim was possessed because the toddler kept waking up in the middle of the night, screaming or crying. Execute them. No. Let me read that one more time. And keep in mind, the girl's 3 years old. May I? Let me just grab this cutie little thing right here. How do you... Oh, there we go. Where? There we go. Mm-hmm. When interviewed by the police, the mother said that the girl was possessed because the toddler kept waking up in the middle of the night screaming or crying. A 3-year-old. Keep that in mind. Yeah. It's all good, Kayla. You probably accidentally clicked the wrong button. Yep, it is effed up. Yep. Let's see. Is there any way for me to... Dang it. But anyway, yeah, it's not right. What happened? It's all good. Whoopsies happen. But yeah. I believe my daughter's possessed because she wakes up in the middle of the night screaming and crying, and she's only 3 years old. Oops. The family gathered at the church of which the victim's grandfather was a pastor. Doesn't matter. Don't even try to use religion as a way to protect yourself. Because no, don't matter. Murder is murder. On September 24th, to perform it, child passed on at 6:30 p.m., but the family waited until 8 to 12 p.m. to call law enforcement. If the child was dead at 6:30, and they waited almost easily to almost 2.25 hours before calling law enforcement or medical attention, how do we know they weren't trying to plot to hide the body? Makes sense, but meh. What do I know? Hernandez told police that no one performed medical assistance to help the victim before or after she passed. So, tortured to death. Child abuse and 3 accounts and premeditated first-degree murder and murder of a minor. Yeah, no, I think no. Oops. I could care less on that one. Prosecutors noted the mother's role in inflicting harm upon child. Quote, strangled her multiple times to the point where she went unconscious. Stuck her hands down throat, and continued this course for almost a full day. Now here's the thing: you're gonna let your faith blind you from blinding you to see that that's your daughter. I don't think the child has anything wrong with them. I think there's something wrong with them. There's something in their head that just isn't screwed on just right. Oops, my finger slipped. Months after the death, Hernandez uploaded a video onto this YouTube platform in which she discussed the incident. That's just no. People turned on me after my daughter passed away. I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh wait, because you killed her. That's a no, that's another thing. What do I know? A lot of people thought of a lot of people thought a lot of things because of how the situation looked. If you weren't there, you don't know what happened. I know what happened. You killed your own child, or you're accomplice to it. Murder's murder. Doesn't matter what happened. She still passed away, and you're a part of it. Guilty by association, I think that's what it's called. But either way, no, 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 don't deserve mercy for that. I could sit here and be negative, but there's no point in me doing that. I cannot change what is. It is what it is. Ew. Not even remorseful of having taken the life of her own daughter. Wow. I didn't know Lorna, got baptized. Wow. Could have fooled me. Wow. Hmm. Didn't know Lorna, was able to step into church. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a movie, La Lorna, that was also supposedly part of the Conjuring movie line, whatever? Wow. I guess they must have got inspired by that movie. Mm-mm. Oops. Oh well. Hopefully, get the name all dropped in her head. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, deserves it. Oh yeah, minor thing. Let it. But just like with that salesman said, Billy Mays, I think. Not stopping there. Hernandez faces 25 years to life in prison if convicted. If convicted, I think, accomplice, good enough. 25 years to life in prison? No. No. Just give her life in prison. Put her in solitary confinement, and heck. For the rest of her life, let's just say, just pick a random day of a month, just one random day in solitary confinement, and put her through the same thing that she put her own child through, except keep her alive. Have her experience what she put her daughter through. As you know, a just punishment. Same thing with the grandfather and what's his face. All three of them, put them through the same thing. Hey, they'll learn their lesson. In next life, hopefully they'll remember not to do that again, because more than likely the way that karmic event rebirth and the cycle of rebirth and reincarnation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what they say, and I believe in prison, one of the absolute worst crimes that even the prisoners do not take lightly are domestic violence towards a woman. Ho, 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 ho. That's why I love men in prison. They actually have more sense of chivalry and dignity to actually take action and get vengeance for a woman who gets abused, neglected, or just completely having her sense of security destroyed. They actually have the guts to take a stand for her and get at the person who caused her that pain and give them a lesson they won't forget. That's just one of them. The other one, same thing, but if it was a child. Oh. Those three, they deserve the same sentence. Solitary confinement. One random month out of each month for the rest of their life. Just one day. They can have, hands, fingers, whatever, put down the throat. They could choke, but they're kept alive. I mean, heck, the best way to learn not to do something ever again is to experience it yourself. Is it cruel? Is it harsh? Yeah, that's what, well, if they were acting like human beings, we treat them like it. Were they human beings that night to that innocent girl? No. So they don't deserve it. And don't look at me. Hey, I wasn't the idiot. They were. So that's kind of common sense. A child thinking that she's possessed because she wakes up in the middle of the night crying. Maybe, she might be upset about something. Maybe she's hungry. Maybe how are we supposed to also know if she was, not able to talk yet? That's her only way to signal mother. Hmm. It's gonna stink to be them. Oh God, not this one again. Anyway. Mm, 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 mm. Can only hope for the best. That's the thing. If somebody has the audacity to use a faith as a means to justify what they did to someone who can't even defend themselves or function in this world because they're still a child, using a faith to justify it, that's not a faith. That's a means of, being, what's that called? A fanatic and being part of an cult. A cult. CULT. Being a fanatical, he who formed in a cult. Which, to be honest, there's plenty. There's already plenty of those in the world. Way too many. We don't need more of them. Like, a lot. We don't need any more. Just, oops. Oh well. Especially that one twathead who thought, I have a good idea. I'm just gonna kill my wife, take her head, and be like, haha, look at this. Why would you want to be parading around with your wife's head and the blade and think, look at me, aren't I good? No. Oh, I taste my own stomach bile after, remembering that. Gross. No. That's gotta go. And by go, meaning like, nope. It don't need to be around at all. And should have been, named biggest mistake ever. Let's see. The connection's unstable. That's there to go. I don't know what the heck just happened. Probably the phone being stupid again. What else is new? Oh wait. Um, if anybody happens to be dealing with somebody who is just obnoxious and just putting you through unnecessary stress, like it's just no. If you're having to be dealing with someone like that, there's here's just a thought. Like if you're somebody who's nice, easygoing, gentle, and doesn't like confrontation, try this. Some twathead that's, been known to bother you and just be a complete unnecessary stress and just a headache to put up with. Next time they come towards you and they do it again, instead of being nice and gentle, snap at them. Just explode on them. Because they're going to be thinking, "Oh, I'm going to have a hissy fit. Oh, she won't fight back or he won't fight back. What the fuck is wrong with you? You better back up before you get your fingers snapped. You better piss off." Mm-hmm. And you know what they say? The best way, well, actually, I don't like calling it the golden rule. I'd rather call it like, law of existence. Treat other how you would like self treated. If you would want yourself to be, treated with the best possible, give that to other, and it'll be reflected back to you. But, if something is acting cruel and inhumane towards you, there's nothing in the rule book that says be nice, be gentle, turn the other cheek. The only other cheek that needs to be turned is, theirs from your hand. That's the only cheek that needs to turn. Or even better, if you can swing twice. 1, 2. Double slap. Those are the only those are the only cheeks that need to turn. 1, 2. That's it. Take a stand and push back. And I mean, what back can they do? Be like, did you just hit me? Yeah, you want it again? Oh, that stung? Here. Let me sting the other side so that way it bounces out and, stop. No. Good choice. And what do you mean, Shadow? If you decide that something is going to be a certain way, that it's going to be, then yes, because your word is law. You think, therefore you am, and with that in mind, you think, therefore thy are, and that is how thy shall be. Well, now here's the thing. Here is alchemical, using the alchemical process, keeping it as simple as can be, plus putting it in a way where you can't argue with it. So, let me ask you the questions then. Question number 1. Whose eyes are you seeing through right now? And yes, that's a serious question. Whose eyes are you looking through right now? And keep it simple. Only one word answer. Okay? Whose thoughts are yours as of now? Who do they belong to? Again, keep it simple. One word answer. Don't make it complicated. Weren't. Good. Next question. Let's see here. Whose life does it belong to? Whose life are you living? Good. You're starting to catch on. Who makes the choices for you? And keep in mind, I do not give no ugh if you were to say something like, well, I have a father and he commands and he forces me to do anything and everything that he tells me to do on me. He makes me and forces me to listen to him. Meth with him. Good, you got the answer right anyway. So since you are the one that has the final say, and you're the one who dictates your choices, don't you think you are the one who has the seal of approval on what happens? You do, nobody else, because you're living your life. You're the one in control. Since you're the one in control, you have the seal of your life, and you have the approve or deny. So you can decide, this BS that is trying to bother me, deny. Right on the forehead, deny. And even also here's a good one. Say if somebody throws a curse or a hex at you. Oh, somebody hexed me. Nah, I don't want it. They can keep it. Because just like if somebody's trying to give you a gift, do you have to take the gift? No, you don't. You can always decline the gift and say, I can't accept your gift. You can keep it. Curse comes at you. I can't accept it. You keep it. Just hand it right back to them, and they can't take it back. They can't push it back because now they're stuck with it. Please take this. I cannot take your generational curse. You can keep it. But thank you though. Rip. They just completely just give himself a generational curse and you just declined taking it. Oops. Now they look extra stupid because indirectly they just gave themselves a generational curse and now they're stuck with it. Oops. There was something just like well, they did blood magic and they did some kind of ritual to make it like idiot proof. Like it can't miss or be. How do you put this? Like there's no way for it to fail? Well, again, if they're not you, if they're not living your life, if they're not in control, and they're not pretty much you making the final say, sorry, you have more power and authority over yourself than they do. So, nope. Oops. Here I haven't played the world's smallest violin for. What a shame. Oh well, you can try again next life, but you probably won't be able to because you're just generationally cursed yourself. Woe is you. The mind is a very powerful thing if you just know how to actually use it to your advantage. Literally nothing can, affect you in a negative way unless if you allow it. And don't look at me, I don't write the stuff, that's just how it is. And you know what I love about it? You want to know what I absolutely love the most about it? It's so simple. It's so simple, yet you cannot fight back against it. You cannot argue against it. There's no way to push back against it. You can't. Because logic supports it. Like, well, it's true. It is her life. She can make the decisions. She has the final say. So they can't fight back. Nothing can push through that because they're not living your life. And not even divinity itself can, get out of that one. Oops. Heck, even if let's just say, if you actually want to make it even more funny, to make him even look even more dim-witted and crazy and mind exploded in the head. Here's a good one. Somebody throws a curse on you. Oh God, oh no, I've been cursed. Oh no, so I have this curse on me. Oh boy, what am I going to do? Oh, actually, here's an idea. Well, because again, using the same thing again. My life, I decide what happens. This curse that's on me, you know what? It's not going to hinder me. In fact, it's going to do the polar opposite because I said so. My life, this is how it's going to go. So this curse, it's going to do the reverse instead. And but that way, you're not fighting and pushing so hard to get rid of it. And one of the best things to do is if something wants something and wants to go a certain way, if it's trying to go this way, let it have it. But with the twist, if it wants to go this way, help it. But with a little slight alteration. So since this thing's now attached to you, instead of fighting to go like, oh, get off, yeah. Instead, you know what? You are not going to cause a hindrance to me. In fact, you're going to make me feel much better about myself. Now the thing is, this curse is attached to you. It only knows how to do what it's been programmed to do, or pretty much how the intention's been put out. It only knows how to do that. When you put something onto it that makes it do a reverse or a flip effect, meaning that it does the mirrored or reverse effect, it only knows to keep going. It can't comprehend, oh, I've been flipped. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to be doing this. No, I have to be doing this the other way. No, it's not that intelligent. It's stuck like that. And it's gonna keep going until it's done. It doesn't have an awareness. Because it only knows how to go decay. But the thing is going flip, decay. I know, mind blowing, but still. And when you're actually having the reverse, instead of having the curse effects, it being reversed, the person who cursed you is going to be like, I thought I cursed them. How come they're living life and they're, having so many blessings nonstop? I thought I cursed them. Now it's going to make them look dim-witted and confused. Like, what did I just do? Did I just... No. And heck, you make him look like a fool. It is what I like to call hashtag bamboozled. See, do I happen to have... Actually, here. I think I got one. Here. In that case, you can play like a sound for this, dedicated to, the dimwit who you just bamboozled. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. See, I think it's that one. Yeah, there it is. You can just simply play something like this. Well, you could just play this nice and loud for them, making sure they can hear it. And I mean, heck, I think that'd be pretty entertaining too. Like, oh, wah, 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 wah. No. If you want bonus points, you can put a troll face too. You mad hater? Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream here because I have to work early in the morning. So I guess I'll just see you guys on the next live stream. And I'll probably go live tomorrow. I don't have that much going on. So anyway, I'll just see you guys later then. Hello.